my dear sister and friend, Her Excellency Dr. AUXILLIA MNANGAGWA, and the First Lady of Republic of Zimbabwe, the Ambassador of Merck Foundation, More Than a Mother, the Chairperson and the Founder of Hope Foundation. Thank you very much for receiving me and with a great generosity. Honorable Deputy Minister of Health and Child Care, Dr. J.C. Manangagwa, the WHO representative, distinguished future health care experts and Merck Foundation alumni of Zimbabwe, distinguished media partners and winners of Merck Foundation awards, and also Merck Foundation alumni and the health social champions of Zimbabwe. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to meet my dear sister and long-term partner, Her Excellency Dr. AUXILLIA, the First Lady of Republic of Zimbabwe, for the first time in Zimbabwe. Thank you very much. I'm here in Zimbabwe, although it is still difficult to travel abroad during Corona, but only for her, because she is a great partner, great leader. The amount of effort and dedication and communication we had during coronavirus, although we met only in 2019, and we launched our partnership online because Corona just hit us after immediately we met. But we said we are not going to stop. We are going to go ahead with our programs. I couldn't believe it when she said that to me, because I thought it will be very difficult because we cannot meet in person, we cannot come to Zimbabwe. But she said, no, for my people in Zimbabwe, I will do anything. Just let me know what it can be done and what is the procedures and the documentation needed, what is the list of doctors, what we can do, and I will do it with the Ministry of Health and other local partners. And really, she took the lead. And she made it happen. Can you imagine in 2020 and 2021, when everyone was busy and overwhelmed with the Corona and other things, she continued with her rules and responsibility towards Corona and Corona patients and her country, but also followed up in our program to build healthcare capacity, to provide the list, to train the doctors to be the best specialists in the country, and also the media representative and the winners. Also, many other programs I'm going to tell you about it here. She also led the campaign to break the stigma of infertility, being the ambassador of More Than a Mother. She was always there in her platforms in rural areas or media or online, saying no to infertility stigma, empowering infertile and childless women, raising awareness about male infertility, which represents 50%, so that women cannot be the only be the reason or blamed reason and be subject of violence, physical or psychological, or discrimination or violence or discrimination or whatever that from the society or the families or the husband. So she stood against that and raised awareness and make sure that they have also access to the right information, so they don't go to herbal medicine or witch doctors that can harm their health and their life. And just told them that you are more than just a mother, and told the men that you have to stand up, speak about your infertility, join the journey of seeking to have a happy family and treatment of infertility with your wife. Don't abandon her, because it can be you the reason. 50% of the causes can be the reason. So I thank you very much for all the efforts and the building advocacy to make this happen during the last 3 years. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the First Lady. Thank you. About the scholarships, she was very excited about the scholarships. She wanted to transform patient care in public sector in Zimbabwe. So we actually had a very small quota, a smaller quota than what we provided, but because of her and her dedication and know that it will go to the right people and the right place, we provided around 100 scholarships in 2 years, maybe 2020 and 2021, and the rest of the coming this year, for doctors from Zimbabwe in specialties that been mentioned now: diabetes, endocrinology, cardiovascular, preventive, respiratory care, and acute care, and oncology, which is very, very important because we made history in that, but providing the specialty of the first oncologist in many subspecialties, but also fertility and embryology, and lately sexual and reproductive care, which is very important for women's health, was very important, and actually the biggest number of scholarships went to these three specialties to complement the More Than a Mother campaign, to be able to empower infertile women and infertile couple to have access to infertility treatment, which is too many. Not every infertility treatment is IVF. There is a lot of infertility cases, can be a small intervention, but and you can be cured, or for men as well, can be small intervention and can be cured. But because we don't have the right specialists in the public sector in rural areas, we couldn't provide this access. But now, when we have all these scholarships provided to doctors from rural areas, from different provinces, because she insisted that it has to be nationwide and not everyone from Harare or the capital or big cities. It has to be from around the country. Therefore, there is other alumni in different provinces. They couldn't come with us today, but they are there and they're doing their work and they're saving lives and they're proving transformation of patient lives and their families. I really appreciate that, and thank you very much for following up on this, and congratulations to all of you that you became the first healthcare experts in Zimbabwe in the many specialities, you and your colleagues in the other provinces, and you became Merck Foundation alumni, where we are going to connect with us, with Merck Foundation, the rest of your career, and of course under the leadership of Her Excellency the First Lady of Zimbabwe. You know what, personally, I believe very much in the skill, the training, the specialty training of doctors, because it can really make a difference. Even in countries that you can have access to many specialized doctors, you can have access also to the wrong doctor and the wrong advice. I faced that personally with my family, and we spent like 1 month doing the wrong treatment while it actually harmed my family member more than it's benefited it. So I really believe that training doctors is a very important, because it can save lives, really. Because maybe you don't mean it, but you provide the wrong diagnosis, the wrong treatment, that instead of helping, it can actually lead to death or disability or something really not good, and not the main purpose why you joined your university to be a doctor. So I really urge you all to please take it seriously and provide the best patient advice, and take the training seriously and study it hard, not only to pass but to make a difference in the patient's lives. And also advise your colleagues to apply for more scholarships with Her Excellency First Lady Office, so we can take it forward from there, and we provide the right eligibility analysis and provide that training. What else? We believe also in girls' education, and we believe in education in general. Therefore, with Her Excellency the First Lady of Zimbabwe, we provided 3 children story books, which is about raising awareness about coronavirus and supporting girls' education and breaking the stigma of infertility. So you can educate children since young age how to make a difference and create a culture shift, and know that fertility is not a stigma. Women are not, and more than mothers, are not stigmatized because lacking or being not able to have children. Men can be infertile. education is very important for girls, and it can change lives. It can build a community, can build a country, it can improve the economy, because we represent as women 50% of our world. So if you eliminate this 50% not educated, not contributing to workforce, not contributing to economy, you disabled half of the body. Imagine that you have to work with half of your body only. Of course, the capacity will not be the same, and you're not going to achieve the same. So girls' education is very important. This year, we approach Her Excellency to provide scholarships, which she's going to announce for young girls who is highly performed but underprivileged to continue their school fees and so on, so they can continue their education and until they reach their potential, fulfill their dreams, and be a good or a strong force in the community and society, having stronger, healthier families and hence, of course, community. But also we made another 4 storybooks. We are going also to distribute on children, and I also urge parents to also read it, and older people, because it can fit with everyone. One is about diabetes, called Jude Sugar Free. Another one about girls' education, called Ride into the Future, and it's really nice. And another one about ending child marriage and supporting girls' education, which is called Rescue Jacqueline. And another one about fighting and eliminating gender-based violence between husband and wife, and this called Not Who You Are. So I think these also will be a great addition to create a culture shift, support education, because education not only in schools, education also in the awareness and the things that you can read and the information you can read from different sources. What else? Of course, I really also want to welcome all the winners of Merck Foundation Awards, which is launched in partnership with Her Excellency, the First Lady of Zimbabwe, since 2019. And Her Excellency already awarded the awards to the winners in 2019 and 2020. And today together we awarded the 2021 winners. And we are hoping that we are going to award also the 2022 winners very soon. But these awards is very important because Her Excellency take it very seriously, because she believes in the important role that media can play to make a difference, to be the voice of the voiceless, to break silence about many issues in Africa, social or health issues like diabetes, or promoting healthy lifestyle, which is the theme of this year award. I'm looking forward to see more winners and applying in it, or raising awareness about coronavirus when COVID was at the peak, and this was also 2019 and to 2020, but also social issues like breaking the stigma of fertility, supporting girls' education, ending child marriage, ending FGM, all these social topics that you wish to raise awareness about it and break the silence about it. It is actually in more than a Mother Media Recognition Award. We have also Song Award. I'm looking forward to receive songs. We didn't receive songs yet from Zimbabwe. And Film Award, short movies, short films, documentary or drama, and Fashion Award, which is also, I know that Zimbabwe is very good in fashion. I can see that from Her Excellency's style. So I always meet her. She's a top fashion icon. So I know that fashion existing, you all look nice. So we want also some participation from the Fashion Awards to raise awareness about the topics I mentioned. And finally, I have to again and again thank Her Excellency, the First Lady of Zimbabwe, for the great generosity, the great leadership, the great follow-up, and the implementation of what I call it a success story of Merck Foundation programs in Zimbabwe. Thank you very, very much, Your Excellency.